you know. So, and my uncle refused to do the deal. I calmed him down. I said, listen, you're waiting for your American visa. Then you'll be gone. And you don't have to deal with these people. Okay, right now, there's no law in this in this country. There's no law on the streets. You know, they can stab you, they can rape her, they can stab me. Nobody cares.
Nope.
You know, nobody cares.
Not even a memory.
No, no. So finally he calmed down and I negotiated a rent. And every week I went and gave them the money myself. And I think we did this for quite a few months. And then time came from them to get their visa, got their visa, and they took off. Then they approached me because I didn't pay them. So they said, where's the money? I said, well, there's nobody to rape now. They're gone. So, you know, so they bit the hell out of me and threw me in the gutters, in the sewer system.
Oh, my God.
Yes. And, you know, so then somebody picked me up and took me to the hospital and they cleaned it up and I was sick. And then they took me to my house. We had made an arrangement for me to rent a room from this family. I think they were from Kenya. They were Indians too. And they were trying to explore Karachi. Very nice couple, very nice. The man over there treated me like his son. The wife treated me like a son.
But you didn't know them beforehand?
No, I met them over there.
Wow.
You know, through connections or asking people where we can rent a room. And she provided me with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And
so you didn't really have any chance to communicate with your dad either at this time, did you?
No, we tried calling him, like you had to book the phone. There was no phones in the houses in Karachi.
Right.
Same thing. And whenever there was a phone call, my uncle, being the eldest, he would talk because I was still considered a little kid. Me and my dad or my mom, we never had this short talk. Oh, I love you. I miss you. My father never let us talk like that. Talk like a man. How you doing? Everything okay? Do you need anything? No? Okay, bye. That's our conversation.
So that is really amazing. I mean, here you are. How old were you then?
Oh, I was 12, 13.
Yeah,
13.
12 or 13. You get beaten up. You get taken to a house.
Yes.
Where you don't even know the people, but they take pity on you.
Yeah.
And
no, my uncle arranged the room for me to rent before he left.
Okay.
So I was living in that room, and then I got beaten up.
Okay.
All right. So then I was so angry. I had so much hatred in me. And you know, we had money in the bank. Now that money, I had the authority to sign it. And we lived in an area called Garden area. It was one of the richest area in Karachi. There are two areas. One is called Clifton. One is called Garden. And I still remember the place I stayed in there. It was called Platinum Colony. You know. So I came down, we had, we call it chokidar, security guards all over. And most of the security guards were Makarani because they were big and strong. And so a lot of people use them as a security guard. So, they knew me. I'd become friends. They knew what happened, everything. So I told him, I said, those people that hit me, how much would it cost to hit them back? So he laughed at me. He goes, you want me to hit those people? They're like 50 to 100 people in that gang. They live in that village across, little ways away. I said, yes. I had so much hatred, like I had no feelings. I didn't care
understandable.
If I go and fight with them and they kill me. I didn't care.
Yeah.
So he goes, so let's talk about the currency over there. Our maid that used to clean the house before we had the apartment charged us 100 rupees a month. 100 rupees today, $1 is 100 rupees. So she used to get paid $1 a month. Okay? So this guy laughingly said, I can bring 50, 80 people and beat them all up, but it's going to cost you 5,000 rupees. At that time, 5,000 rupees, you can buy a house. And I didn't care. I like 60, 70,000 rupees in the bank. My next stop was to the bank. He told me, bring me 2,000 deposit, 2,000 rupees, and I'll collect 3,000 on delivery. So I went to the bank, I took all 5,000, and here's 5,000. Take it. Do what you have to do. So he beat up everybody on my behalf.
Oh my God.
Everybody. It was
so I guess you didn't have him over for dinner the next night.
Oh, I had a feast. What are you talking about? You're a 12-year-old kid, and you're being bullied by these people that kick you, they hit you, they call you bad names, they call you dirty names, they throw you in a gutter. I couldn't even think. I just wanted to get them at any cost. But I was very smart even at that time. I said, well, they can always beat me up. They always kill me. So I have to do something different. I can't fight them. See, you have to know in life, you don't have to fight all the battles right there and then. Save some for the next day. You can make an intelligent decision and do it wisely. So I took a few months, figured out what to do, made friends with my security guard. Then I gave him the money. He beat up everybody. So next day, a day later when I came down, I had a title. They called me Set Saab. Set Saab means like your honor, your highness. Okay. So I was here 11, 12 years, Set Saab. And they would tell me, Aapko kya chahiye? Gora gadi or taxi or rickshaw? That means, what can we do for you? Since you're going out, would you like a horse with a carriage? Would you like a taxi? Or would you like a rickshaw? I said, I want a carriage. I want 2 horses, and I want both of them to be white. And I want to sit next to the guy that pulls those ropes that makes the horse move. Okay. So they always made sure from that day, because there was no school. And I'll tell you, we'll get into why there was no school.
Yeah.
Every day, all of a sudden, I realized how much money I had in the bank. My father never told me not to spend it.
Right.
And I said, you know what? I'm taking the chariot and the horses, and we go downtown to Sadr, where there's shopping, there's the best restaurant, the best biryani, lamb chops, chicken, everything. I was discovering all these things, with the money that was left in the bank, So it was a beautiful experience for my life. And everybody in town talk, and not openly, but hiding, that guy beat up everybody in that village. So every restaurant owner knew me, people on the street knew me. Nobody messed with me, and everybody called me Set Saab, Aapko kya chahiye?
So did you ever have a conversation with any of that group?
Never. Never even went on that road.
Yeah, but they never touched you
No,
again?
never touched me.
Yeah.
Never touched me. Because this has never happened to them in their lives. It's the first time they ever experienced it. Because I made friends with the same people, but they were security guard in my building. I got to know them. Very nice people. Lot of love, lot of respect. It's just some people are bad in a community. They give the whole community the bad name. That's another thing to know in life, that you can't judge anybody. Just because somebody did something wrong to you, that doesn't mean his brother is a bad person too, or his father is bad, or his sister is bad, or his friend is bad. You have to give everybody a chance.
Right.
You can't be judgmental. You have no right to judge anybody. And everybody has a right to be whoever they want to be. If those people want to be gangster and beat up a 10-year-old, it's their decision.
Yeah, that's one thing I've always recognized in you. We could be out in the mall or on a street, and someone come up to you from a TikTok or something, and you're always polite. You're always generous with your time.
Yeah, you have to be.
And go into a shop. You always take time to talk to people.
I love people.
Yeah, you do, and it shows.
Yeah, and it's amazing how many things you can learn from the salesmen of all these stores. Yeah, you go to Rolex store, they teach me about Rolex. You go to Bottega, they teach me about Bottega. You go to Target, they teach you about Target. You go to Walmart, you learn different things. You go to any fast food, you learn different things. You go to a sit-down restaurant, like we go to Mayfair, we are taught the music, the singing, how they serve you. I mean, you go to, like in Dubai, we went to Opa, a Greek restaurant. It's totally different experience. You learn from everybody, so you can't be judgmental. And I've learned so many things going to the mall. Of course, walking around the mall, one of the reasons I like to do 9,000 to 10,000 steps every day for health reasons. And that's one of the reasons I've also lost my weight.
Yeah, you've gotten into taking care of your health a lot more over the last 10 years or so.
Yes, I mean, that's health is wealth.
Before. Yeah.
You can have all the money in the world if you don't have the
because you've had some very serious health issues.
Oh yeah, well
plus accidents.
Yes, well I've been lucky not have. Okay, it's easy for me to say today. I had pneumonia. I nearly lost my life. I was in intensive care for 10 days. But that was one of the best experiences of my life.
You learned something from it.
I learned something like how hard the doctors work, how hard the nurses work, how unfair sometimes we are. That the hospital is bad, the service is bad, the nursing is no good, the doctor is no good. Nobody thinks, like I was in intensive care. One nurse is responsible for 4 or 5 patients, or 2 nurses are responsible. Every person in that intensive care is of different age, different gender, different sickness, is there for different reason.
Yeah.
And for one person to manage 5 different situations, it's not easy. It's very stressful.
Yeah.
Those nurses don't like to see blood and you crying and somebody passes away in the other room, but they have to come to the next room and motivate the person that's alive.
Yep.
And they have to be sad for the person that passed away. Then they have to clean up the dead bodies. Then there are people in surgery. Then people come over there crying with pain. People can't sleep. It was one of the very beautiful experience in my life. How hard the nurses work.
The teaching that you...
is priceless.
Yeah.
Right? And if I didn't want to be there again, I better take my health seriously.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's okay if we go to the hospital when you're sick.
Yeah.
But not because we didn't work out, or we ate a lot of fatty foods, or we drank a lot of alcohol, or we did drugs.
No, and actually your eating habits over the last several years have changed a lot.
Exactly, but I still eat what I really enjoy. Like I love steak. I still eat steak, but I'll have it with broccoli in front of French fries.
Exactly.
If I eat dessert, I take one bite. I don't have to finish it all.
Yeah, and you don't eat huge amounts.
No.
So that's another thing too.
So it's like I like a little bit. Before I would eat all the whole bread.
Right.
Now I have a little slice of a bread. Right? So you cut down. So I eat as much as before, but I make my decision wisely.
Yeah.
With me, the most important thing, I like spicy food.
Yeah.
As long as I have a bottle of Tabasco, everything tastes good. Even a pineapple, I don't care. I put Tabasco on everything. Sorry? Yes. And watermelon, everything.
Yeah.
She tried my watermelon. I told her not to mess with my watermelon. She got a little bite of Tabasco. Yes.
Oh my God!
I tell Elena, would you like some more? It's free.
So in Karachi,
yes,
you also had to experience at that time the war that took place in 1971.
Yes,
between India and Pakistan. So
yes. Well, when we landed in Karachi, there was no news in Africa. We didn't have TV. We didn't have foreign courses, so we did not know that India and Pakistan was at the brink of a huge war. Because basically, East Pakistan, that is Bangladesh today, wanted independence from Pakistan, basically.
Right.
And Pakistan was refusing to get it.
Right.
So India and Pakistan got into a war. So India tried to free East Pakistan so they can be Bangladesh. Most of the people over there are Bengalis. So there was war between India and Pakistan, and that was a very horrific experience for me.
Why?
Well, first of all, I've never seen jets flying and dropping bombs, and they do that at night. And if you love fireworks, that's the best real fireworks you'll ever see. My kids take me to Disneyland to see the fireworks.
Yeah.
And then New Year's Eve, we see fireworks on the strip. And I've never really been a fan of any kind of fireworks. The real fireworks you see when there are 50 jets, 25 from Pakistan, 25 from India, and they're shooting each other down, and they're dropping 1,000-pound bombs and flatten 10-story building to a ground. Okay? And you see the sky. All you guys look up on YouTube, look at dogfights in the plane. You see that sky lit up like a Christmas tree. And rockets and bombs moving fast, gun, everything. It's an incredible, scary experience. Somebody could be in a different room. I can literally hear their heart from here pumping.
So did you have to, did you stay at home? Did it disrupt your school for you?
We were all scared. So we knew few families that were from Africa living in America. So every 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, we go to each other's houses. So they're like 4 or 5 families together. And, you try to make the best of the situation.
Yeah.
First of all, they cooked huge meals. So we all will eat. We have to shut the lights off at 7 o'clock because if you leave your light on, the Pakistan army will come and they think you're signaling India that this is where to throw the bomb. So everybody, it was you have to turn all your lights off. So there's no lights on the street, in the house, nothing. Even flashlights, you have to be aware, even flashlights were not allowed. People went to jail because they used flashlight, because they thought they were signaling the Indian Air Force fighters to throw a bomb here. Because some people were doing that, So we would do that. We would play cards with a little candle or some barely any hardly light, you know what I'm saying? And then the sirens would come and everybody would run under the table, underneath the door frame, because they said it's safe to be under the front frame. But everybody starts praying. Everybody, the whole city, the whole country is praying like one person. People are crying. You don't know who's going to come out of there alive.
It must be extremely frightening to you.
Oh, it is extreme. Like if I want to go to the bathroom, I would not. I was scared to go in the bathroom because you can't turn the lights on.
Yeah.
Everything was so scary.
And that lasted for several weeks.
Oh, it lasted for a month.
Yeah.
I think a couple of months. And not only that, the bombing lasts whole night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can
By
hear
morning, you're so exhausted.
sounds.
You can't even open your eyes and you're so scared. The airports are closed.
The school closed also.
School closed, airport closed. Everything is closed. I can't go back to my country.
Yeah.
We cannot get out of the country. We just stuck there. It was a very bad experience. It was like, I don't know. These days when I hear about war in, Iran or Iraq or Yemen or Israel or Gaza, these politicians have no idea when somebody loses their kid. It doesn't make any difference whose fault it is.
Yeah.
Number one, we are all human beings.
Yeah.
We should respect each other's life, irregardless of we are Indian or Muslim or Palestinian or Jewish or Ukraine or Russian. It doesn't make any difference.
Right.
As a human being, we cannot sit and resolve all issues. That does not make any sense to me.
And that should be the final word today.
That's it.
Yep.
You got to be able to communicate and resolve the issues.
Yeah.
We are killing innocent people all over the world all the time. I'll end this with a quote I learned from you many years ago. You and my daughter, Elisa, you were arguing. Elisa, my daughter, is a lawyer. And she was saying today's world is very modern. We have email, we have cell phone, we have this, we have that. And you were telling her the world has not changed. And she kept arguing. And you go, Elisa, the only difference is the hundreds of years ago, we used to use stick and stones to kill people. Now we use bombs. What's the difference?
Yeah,
How has the world become better? In what way?
People haven't changed.
We'll kill more people with bombs than with sticks and stones. At least you can run
technical.
away from stones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we sit on our computer and send drones
Yeah.
and have people killed.
Yep.
And what we don't understand, when one kid or one person is killed, it affects 800-900 family members.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how it immense when somebody's father dies or somebody's daughter or somebody's son or somebody's mother or sister or brother. How can people live the rest of their life? I had to bring it up, but the militants killed some people in Kashmir a few weeks ago. And right now we are experiencing a rift between India and Pakistan.
Right.
And those militants killed all the men. So some of their wives, they were there. They told the militants, please kill us too. What can we do with our husband? He goes, no, we want you to be alive so you can suffer.
Yeah, that's tragic.
I mean, it's
crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And here, when people are facing that, we go to the local clubs and nightclubs and bars, they get drunk and have fights with the other, fist fight. I'm going to kick you this. I'm going to do this to you, do that to you. It's so wrong.
Okay, we'll have to talk a little bit more.
Again.
Yeah.
Yes, we can get carried away with this.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.